What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Disney News Weekly. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Prince Charming movie, Jungle Cruise casting announcements, and a Pixar Pier preview. Hold on to your butts.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Disney Movie News.
Whoa. Keetin, what's wrong?
I'm really upset.
We had a bit of the giggle fits before the camera started rolling.
Oh my! I
off.
have tears, just tears coming down.
Guys,
my
we're
face.
really funny. You have to believe
We're having
us.
a really good time.
We're exhausted.
Here on Disney News Weekly.
Oh, what's up?
Here we are talking about Disney News Weekly.
So much.
My name's Sarah. You can follow the Popcorn Talk on Twitter at the Popcorn Talk and on YouTube at PopcornTalk Network.
Very smooth.
We've been gone for a while, so exciting to be back.
Yep.
How's everyone doing?
Tired. We've been all over the place.
Yeah, you people.
If you guys have been keeping up, Sarah and I have been to Japan, to San Francisco. We've been all over the place.
I went to Seattle.
You went to Seattle? That's right. I went to San Francisco twice.
I didn't go anywhere. I've been in LA. So
You were holding down the fort.
I had to, I had to hold down the
Appreciate it.
fort, make sure Disney News Weekly, just keeps grounded.
Stay
here.
grounded.
Yeah, we gotta
stay
stay
connected.
grounded, guys.
Ear to the ground.
Gotta stay grounded.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Hi,
Appreciate you
I'm
guys.
Leo, by the way.
We don't do that anymore, remember?
I know, but I'm just saying hi. I'm just saying hi. I'm Leo.
Okay.
I'm Keetin.
I'm Sarah. You can call me Suze.
Oh my God, not the Suze.
Say Seuss?
Suze. My nickname is Suze.
My nickname is Suze.
S-O-O-Z.
Why?
It's a really long story.
It's a college thing.
Yeah.
I'll hear it someday.
You will. We got some news.
We have some news, and then at the end of the show, we have some cool personal stuff that we can share.
Yeah, well, some of it will be in here, but yeah.
Some of it's in here? Okay.
Well, just my thing. But anyway. What?
My things don't matter.
Well, FanFest is on this. And
That's what I
went
meant.
to that.
FanFest.
I am
Incredibles
very
2.
excited to find out. I
It'll be
haven't seen
great.
these guys in like 2 weeks, so.
I know, it's good to see you.
This is like our catch-up time.
Your hair's still the same color? Good to know.
It kind of has faded.
It's
a little
faded,
bit.
it's a little
yeah,
blonder.
A little bit. It's kind of
Also, good to see the chat. What's up, everybody? Issa Wassam in the chat, Natasha Reddy, Sky Patterson. We got Super Iron Halo, the usual suspects. Jody Petrella in here. Justin Essery. You guys, thanks for being the regs. Thanks for coming back, as always. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you so much.
Yeah.
See what happens when you type in the chat? I call you out. That's what's up. All right, we got news.
First on the docket, thanks to our buddy Skylar at Disney Film Facts, we have an update
Consummate shout out to him.
on the story details for, none of you probably remember this, none of you probably, I didn't remember it either, the Prince Charming movie that Disney's making.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I tattooed it on me because I'm so excited about it.
I remembered it.
A little over a year ago, they announced that there was going to be a movie about Prince Charming from Cinderella.
The origin story we've all been waiting for.
So here are the story details.
It's the story of his name.
The film will follow Prince Charming's twin brother, who must take over his brother's identity and team up with Snow White to save Princess Rosebud and his own kingdom from the evil king.
Time out. I've seen
This
this
sounds
before.
like Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time, yeah. You mean
Are they just truncating it and making it
a thing? They're like giving.
take season 1?
Yeah,
make a movie.
They're like, let's really make Prince Charming in Once Upon a Time a real deep character, and then they did it, and nobody really, jumped on it. So they're like, we're gonna make a movie now.
His character hasn't had a first name for 70 years. I'm not gonna start caring right now. I'm sorry.
The film is supposed to have the same tone as the Pirates movies.
Oh,
Wow.
which one?
No word yet if it's going to be connected to Rose Red because there's Rosebud, but I don't think they're going to be the same person. Rosé.
All day.
So, okay. It sounds exactly like Once Upon a Time.
What do you think his name should be? What's his name in Once Upon a Time?
Philip.
No,
David.
David.
David is his name in the show, right? Once Upon a Time.
David is his name. Isn't David his name in Storybrooke? Not his name. Like he's charming in Once Upon a Time.
But is Charming his like last name, like Sterling?
No, I think he's just charming.
No, they have names because there's a twin and they differentiate them from each other. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
And then one dies and the other one's like, I'll replace him.
He's Prince James.
James.
No, his brother is Prince James.
His brother
James
was a
and
jerk.
Dave. Jay and Dave.
His brother was a straight up
Jimbo
jerk.
and
I think
Davey.
it's James and David.
Okay.
But his Storybrooke counterpart is David Nolan,
Oh.
and his name is Prince David.
Way to make those memorable names.
Really basic.
Give a bland character a bland name. That's what you should do, right?
I mean,
and then it's like, Hook, what's Hook's name? Killian. It's like,
I got to meet Josh Dallas and interview him at Comic-Con, I guess the last 2 years or just last year? 2 years ago, I don't know. Anyways, he is the nicest guy.
Yeah.
I love him. He's
but his
so
alter ego,
sweet.
David Nolan, sounds
Boring,
like
basic.
the author of like
I'm
some
over
boring
it.
novel, like romance novels. From David Nolan, who brought you Romancing the Pond. It's like, what?
So it's weird because, wait, it says that he goes on an adventure with,
His brother.
to team up with Snow White.
He teams
Oh,
up
so
with Snow
basically-
White.
So is it
So we're
not?
crossing stories.
Is it not Cinderella's Prince Charming? Because the name of the prince in Snow White is not Prince Charming.
It's the prince.
It's the prince. Prince Charming is specifically Cinderella. But
Are they going to be interacting like fairy tale worlds?
well,
in
there's
this?
it's
What do we do?
brothers, so maybe one of them is Snow's prince and one of them is
Guys, we
Cinderella's prince.
just
What about Rosebud? Poor Rosebud.
we're reaching post-production on Cinderella, and I just realized that the prince still doesn't have a name. Should we just call him the prince? I'm like, no, that's Snow White's prince name. How about Prince Charming? Nailed it. Put it in the film. Put it in the credits. We're not gonna say it during the
Because
movie.
Snow White's prince is far from charming. Not charming
Nah, he's
at
just
all.
a
He's
dude.
the worst.
He's just some guy.
One song.
Are you
What
the
is
voice actress?
Aurora? Aurora's prince is Philip, right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
Eric.
Philip was when we finally started putting personalities on. the
We
princes.
gave men names.
Yeah. And then Eric. And then it's gonna
Adam.
Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Another
who
prince
you
with no
never-
name.
Yeah, prince with no name.
Another prince with no name. And then
Been
Naveen.
through the woods with a prince with no name.
Sarah
Damn.
is on it tonight.
Killing it.
Oh my God! Don't make me cry again.
How can you go so long?
Yes.
How can you come up with so many movies and never give the character's name? Like Disney, the masters of storytelling, just never bothered to name a single male.
You know
character.
what? That was their kind of like little stick it to the man,
I
like
guess so.
feminism
I
movement.
guess
They're
so.
like, we're not even gonna give the prince who
Which
saves the princess a name.
It's interesting because all the animators were male.
I know. Well, maybe
So
that was
they
just
were
a little,
progressive.
you know.
No,
They
they
were
didn't know how to draw men in the early ones, and so they were like, let's just not give them names because we don't even want people to look at them.
How do you not know how to draw?
They didn't know how to draw humans very well, so they put all their effort into the women, Snow White
So
and
they
stuff,
decided, yeah, okay, all right.
until Philip, who has a name. Adam is the Beast. The Beast is his name. Even when he was a kid at 11, they were like, I'll name him Prince
Beast.
Beast.
Beast, come here. Come get your mac and
I like
cheese.
your disembodied,
What's that?
your hand.
Oh, that's my hand. chilling.
Yeah, Leo loves putting his hand in my shot. Anyway,
Anyway, what's
Prince Charming.
cool?
Sorry, that was
When
like
is it? It's supposed to come out
the
when?
longest bit.
Who knows? I don't know. Not a long time.
Who's
Not for a
gonna
long
be
time.
Prince Charming?
I can't
Leo
wait.
Camacho.
Oh, hi.
I know, right?
Hello? They would never hire me. I'm not blind enough. Hey, I'm giving myself too much credit.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me like I was
you looked at me like you were
basic or I
mad,
was
like,
bland.
no, you are boring. I can't wait for the trailer for that to drop so that the entire internet can be like, what?
It's Once Upon a Time.
What is this? No, why did they make this?
Who dis?
They're gonna have to make it like the fairy tale movie, and Prince Charming will have to be the main character, which makes a little bit more sense. But that's how they're gonna have to market it. Mark my words. It's gonna be like in a world where Prince Charming and Snow White team up to fight, and the trailer's gonna have like a crazy. It's gonna allude to an action sequence with like a dragon or something like that.
This
you
is
know?
the thing. Nobody feels bad for Prince Charming.
No.
Nobody.
But that's why he's like. Listen,
Nobody
he's
has
like,
empathy for him.
He's like the Guardians of the Galaxy of the Disney princess movies, right?
Who?
Like nope. Prince Charming. He's like a character that exists but like nobody cares about, and then they're gonna retool him and reboot him, and then make him an exciting character so that boys can be into Disney movies.
This is
again.
what you need to do. You need to cast Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt as the brothers Prince, and let them just have their own little fun little
Romping in the forest.
romp in the forest,
Yeah.
and put them in fun
Buddy
costumes.
Prince comedy.
Yeah, that would be the best way to do this.
Okay, I believe you.
Sorry.
No, I'm on board. I would watch that movie 100%.
Right? Hilarious.
We got other news other than Prince Charming.
What else? Yeah, come on,
You
Sarah.
guys want to know about the Jungle Cruise movie?
Oh yeah, tell
I
me
do.
about it.
I do.
I want to know about the Rock movie.
Paul Giamatti's going to be in it. I heard that.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, look at him.
Paul Giamatti?
There he is.
You know, he even made Big Liar good?
He made The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Do you want to hear who he's going to play?
Yeah. Tell me.
Who dat?
A crusty
Prince
harbor
Charming.
master.
Prince Charming?
No.
A crusty
Trader
harbor.
Sam, no.
Tra-
Are they going to have Trader Sam in this
A
movie?
crusty harbor master. Okay, so here's the
Crusty.
scene. Here's the scene. The Rock walks in. They're like, you must embark into the river adventure, whatever. And he's like, where do I go? And then they send him. He ends up in this shack, right? He pulls up. It's like this busted old shack. There's like an old man sleeping on the porch.
And it's
there's
Paul
like
Giamatti.
no.
Nope.
Paul Giamatti. He walks in and he's like, hey, do you know where I can find Krusty? And the guy just like sleeps. He doesn't respond. The hat's over his face. There's like flies buzzing around. He opens the screen door that's like barely
It's like
on
the
its
scene
hinges.
in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was like, you mean Pirates of the Caribbean?
No. This is Jungle Cruise. It's different.
Sorry, Prince Charming. What?
It takes place a couple years later, and then he walks in, and there's nobody there. It's all like rusty, but it looks like the line, like the queue of the Jungle Cruise. Like there's bamboo stuff. There's
Right.
like a half finished. That's where you're gonna get the cameo of the half played game that's made from spare parts. You know, like the chess game. And then all of a sudden he's gonna walk in and be like, "Whoa, hey, what are you doing here?" He's like, "You scared me," and you're gonna get like the crust. That's his introduction.
Now I don't have to go see the movie. Sarah.
Yeah,
No,
and
we
he's
don't
gonna
have
be
to go see
like,
it.
there's a map, and he's gonna unroll the map. I
don't wanna stop
I
you.
just gave you the
Just
Jungle
continue.
Cruise. You want me to just like we'll do a special episode.
Yeah,
of
just
Disney
do
News
an
Weekly.
interpretive Jungle Cruise for us.
I hope Trader Sam's in this.
They have to put
He'll
Trader
be in
Sam's
there.
in it.
Who plays Trader Sam? You know,
Kevin Hart.
What's the director of Thor?
Taika
Taika
Waititi
Taika
would be
Waititi,
so
yeah,
good.
What's up, guys? I've got a couple heads here.
Oh my gosh.
Two of my heads full. Just one of
Two
yours.
more heads for one of yours. You want to trade? All right, man. It's good to see you.
Can Taika Waititi just be in it? Can he
My-
be
my
in
wife-
every
my-
live action Disney movie?
My wife makes a great soup. I'm sure gonna miss it.
Get it? Because I'm cannibal.
Okay.
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, so that's happening.
Oh, good lord.
Don't do these close zooms on me when I don't have makeup on. It's not a
good
not a good look. That's all
You
I'm
look
saying.
quite
Definitely
fine.
don't zoom in on this.
You should direct Jungle Cruise. Thank
Wait.
you.
Wait. Skylar says he is Sarah. Trader Sam is in the movie. I was like, Taika Waititi is playing Trader Sam.
That was my vote, honestly.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun. Thanks for coming with me on that cruise.
That was thanks for taking us on it, Leo.
Hey, guys.
You know,
What's up, man?
can you just be a skipper and but do that accent and
The
act
whole
like
time?
Taika Waititi
Just like
the
super
whole time?
deadpan?
Yeah.
There's a couple hippos over there.
Remember when this movie was supposed to be Tom Hanks and Tim Allen?
And that's a time long. You mean Toy Story the Cruise?
Yeah, Toy Story the Cruise.
Toy
Cruise.
These two. They're killing it tonight, you guys.
God, I'm fired. Couple goals.
We've been traveling for too long.
We're way too
They're
plugged
in
into
it.
each
I
other.
feel like I need to sit in the middle of them. It's stressing me out.
Anyway,
What's next?
What else we got?
they recast the Prince in Maleficent for the sequel.
Oh,
It's not your boy Brendan Thwaites anymore.
Paul Giamatti.
It's Paul Giamatti. No, it's this guy. His name is Harris Dickinson.
He looks like the lead singer of Muse.
he looks like the cartoon. He literally just looks like the straight up cartoon
Yeah.
Prince.
So wait,
Or
Brenton
real life version of the Prince.
Thwaites was supposed to be this character?
He was in the first Maleficent
That was him?
Let me see.
Brenton crushing
with his
it.
Harry Styles hair.
No, but he's Robin now, so he can't
Brenton?
afford. He was in the new Pirates movie.
Oh,
He's the new Robin.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a buddy of mine.
You know your boy Joaquin Roning is directing it.
He's so hot.
Who?
Sorry, not.
Brenton?
I'm talking about Brenton.
No, he is a good looking boy.
You know he has a kid.
I know he is.
Yeah,
a
he
kid.
is-
I
he
know
is-
we had this discussion
There's
because
his
when I
Robin.
first
There's his
discovered
Robin. Wait, who's my boy?
Joaquin Roning, the director of Pirates 5.
Oh, yeah, we can never pronounce his name.
Yeah.
It's Icelandic.
He's so pretty.
He was a nice guy. We say he's my boy because during the rap party, I asked for an interview boldly and shamelessly, and he agreed, even though you can tell he did not want to. But
He was like, I'm
just-
at an after party, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, just do it.
But to be fair, when I was on set, he was so like open because it was like his first huge production. And then by the end of it, you can tell he was just like, he's been around the block.
Should have been like, hey, Brent and Buddy, want to come on Disney News Weekly?
Honestly, Brenton, I love you, but I'm gonna ask Kaya Scodelario first and see what she thinks. And if it doesn't work out with her, then I'll ask Javier Bardem.
The girl that played opposite him in this movie?
Yeah.
She was great too.
She was awesome.
So look at this guy's blue eyes.
She's coming out again. She's gonna be in the new Maze Runner movie.
Wow.
Wow. Anyway.
There's a fourth?
Yeah, they're finishing up the series. It's interesting because the author got in a ton of trouble for being like,
Yeah, there's a fourth. Why don't you read a book?
yeah, why don't you read a book?
My God.
Sometimes.
I only read movies.
I only read movies. Well,
Sorry, I interrupted you.
no, it's okay. Yeah, they're finishing off the series in movie form, but the book forms were getting slammed because the author apparently is a piece of human garbage and he did some stuff that was super shady. I don't know. This is what I've heard. But no, this is the last one. This will end the series. There you go.
Oh my God.
But it's Kaya, and she's Pirates related, so it's
Skylar's making me go crazy in the chat.
What's he saying?
I can't talk about it. Anyway,
What else we got, Sarah?
what else we got? Well,
I don't think it's because he's filming Super Iron Halo.
no, it's because he might be
asking.
filming something else.
Also, like, it's kind of unnecessary for him to continue that character. You know, he didn't really
It was
make
so
an impression.
small, yeah. I don't know. And he's much older than Elle Fanning, isn't he?
That's a good question. I don't know. No, he's a young guy. He's like in his 20s.
He is a
He just, but he looks like. I mean, he got cast as a teenager for God's sakes. You know, he's Robin.
He looks like a teen. That's why when I found out he had a kid, I was like, what?
I did find it strange because he's so tall. So I wonder. What's his name? Ryan Hiro Hamada. What's his face? Ryan Potter. He's not that tall, so it's going to be a pretty big. But he's Beast Boy, so size differential. All the Disney kids getting pulled into the DC universe. Look at that.
Blasphemy.
All right, next. Moving on.
What's next?
Last weekend was Disney Channel Fan Fest at Disneyland.
Oh, I think I know somebody that went to that.
I went to that.
Hey.
And you met David Tennant.
I
am
met
truly
all of them
jealous.
good goods. Look, there he
You
is.
got that choo-choo.
Oh my God, look how cute he is.
You got all them Duckburgs.
Woo!
Yeah,
I'm
so-
bummed Beck Bennett wasn't there.
Yeah. I was.
Beck Bennett seems like a really nice, normal man. He seems like you hang out with him and he asks you things that you would expect, like, so, how you like in L.A.? Great weather, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff you would have to conversation
Tell
with
us
Beck Bennett
everything,
about.
Sarah. Leo, I just was wondering, because I was following both your stories that day.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I was in Compton.
no, I know you were. I know you were. And I was like following that, and I was like showing it to Dell, and I was like, and then all of a sudden the David Tennant, because I saw a couple of the
Yeah.
other people, and then I was like, David Tennant, and I was like, I wonder how Leo feels about the fact that Sarah is at this event and he's at that
I
event,
know.
and Sarah just met Doctor Who.
I was thinking about this, and I'm extremely jealous that she met Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, Scrooge McDuck, the
Doctor.
bad guy from Jessica.
The best Doctor.
Jessica Jones, the best Doctor.
Barty Crouch Jr.
Barty Crouch Jr., a Fright Night remake, Bamboozler. I love David Tennant a lot. He's one of my favorite actors. I was extremely jealous that you were there with him. But in my heart, I was able to compensate it because I was working with inner city kids and literacy, and it made me feel good to give back to the community, and it was the only way that I could ever compensate for not meeting David Tennant. It literally takes the most extreme act of good for me to not be deathly jealous of Sarah.
So this event was a promotion that Disney Channel was doing at Disneyland to promote their summer programming, all the shows and movies that are going to be playing on Disney Channel this summer, which include shows like DuckTales, Andy Mac, Raven's Home, Stuck in the Middle, DComs like Zombies and Freaky Friday.
Oh yeah,
So-
you met Raven.
I did meet Raven.
Was she that
Love
so?
Raven.
She was so
That.
Raven.
She was so that.
So it was cool because this was an open event. Like people could go to, it was like a mini convention in the park. Like they had panels going on all over the place at different times and signings. And so if you were just at Disneyland, you could just go.
You could just meet David Tennant if you were at Disneyland?
Yeah.
And you knew where was it physically?
They did like the DuckTales live reading at Stage 17, where like the Frozen thing used to be.
But if you didn't know, then you wouldn't really like.
No, that's why I'm encouraging everybody. You need to follow like Disneyland and like Disney Parks and Disney AP on Twitter, because they had been tweeting about this for weeks before.
And D23.
Yes.
It's like all of these organizations, a lot of people don't realize that all of these organizations are constantly putting on events that just about anybody can attend. Sometimes they're a little bit more exclusive than others, but that's pretty rare. But things like Kilgrave, thank you, someone in the chat was correcting me. Events like what Sarah went to, and things for like the Disney Afternoon, the one that we went to. If you were a D23 member, you could have attended.
Yeah.
And it's very low lift, low maintenance. So we highly encourage you guys to sign up and be more involved in that, especially if you're a hardcore Disney fan, because it'll pay for itself. You're going to get insights, all sorts of things. Like we deliver the news, but you could literally be part of the news if you are part of these. It's one step away.
So yeah, I was technically there as press. That's just what the badge they gave me was, but I wasn't really doing any press work. I was just there having a blast. So they gave us this like fancy breakfast, and I was just like in the room having breakfast with all these people.
It's wild. What did David Tennant eat for breakfast?
He didn't need anything.
Oh.
I know,
that's how
because
he stays so skinny.
He was like behind us at a table, all the DuckTales people, and we were like,
Haggis.
should we go over there? We're like, should we go over and ask for a photo right now? And I was like, are they eating? I don't want to interrupt them if they're eating, but they weren't eating.
Did you?
Yeah, but by the time we finally did it, they were like, oh, like we have to go do our press line. And I was like,
I couldn't handle being in the same room with Dan. He's like one of the celebrities that puts me on tilt. You know, like I wouldn't know what to do.
I'm gonna post a vlog about it because I just like am sitting at the table like selfie filming myself and then like zooming in on David Tennant behind me.
Subtly moving the camera.
Yeah, so it was a cool day. They did a little parade where like they each had their own car for their show, and they like did a little cavalcade.
That's cute.
It was cool, yeah. I didn't go to any of the because I don't watch Andy Mack. Sorry, everybody. But they had like an Andy Mack panel and a Stuck in the Middle panel. But I went to the DuckTales live read where they just read a script.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh my
table
god,
read.
David
how
Tennant's
fun
Glom
was
Gold.
that?
Yeah, they were all playing a few parts because like Glomgold was in it and like a few of the Beagles were in it, and so people were doing double characters. So David Tennant was doing Scrooge and Glomgold, which was really funny.
So funny. He went super Scottish for
Yeah.
Glomgold. More Scottish than he does with Scrooge.
Really?
It was so funny.
And he's just so talented that he makes being silly seem good. You're like, oh, I can't even. That guy's joking and he's better than me when I try. Like, it's like,
Leo.
he's David Tennant, dude. That guy's like an actor's actor.
I mean, he's like
so
literally
good.
like Shakespearean.
Yeah,
theater.
he's.
I just love how giddy he looks in this picture. If you could zoom in on David Tennant's face in this picture next to Mickey Mouse, he is so happy.
John Ralphio?
I was about to call him out. John Ralphio's my
Dude,
boy.
yeah, no, he was the one I was like second most excited to meet because I was
He's
like,
awesome, dude. I love him.
my sister's the one. Love John Ralphio.
John Ralphio is.
Also, Bobby Moynihan's great. He's a great guy.
We became disenchanted with him after the Muppets, the live Muppets.
Oh
at the
yeah, I
Hollywood
wanted
Bowl.
to be like, I saw you with the Muppets.
Um,
Well, it's always hard to be the human host with the Muppets.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to see you.
yeah,
They just want to see Muppets.
What are you gonna do?
that's the truth.
What's next?
Oh, by the way, I just want to clarify that because it's worth promoting. It was a good cause. The thing that I was at was a Marvel event, actually. So Marvel has this. Marvel has a program going on. So she was at FanFest, and I was working on something called Little Free Marvel. So Little Marvel Library. There's a program in the United States called Little Free Library. You might have seen these when you're driving around residential areas. There's these little houses in front of houses with glass doors, and you can put books in there. People can take and leave books as they will. It's kind of like a Netflix for books in the neighborhoods, and it encourages kids to read. People donate books all the time. If you have books that you don't want, you should drop these off because it's a really great program. Marvel got involved with them, and they started little Marvel libraries, and they sent me a ton of Marvel comics and graphic novels and coloring books and all these sorts of things. And then I just drove around different cities, different neighborhoods in Burbank, and I dropped some off at the different libraries. And then at the end of the day, I went to the grand opening of the main one that Marvel installed in the Slauson Recreational Center in the dead center of Compton. I would like to point out that I was the only person that ended up going to the final event because Compton is a rough town, and when you're there, you realize just like the struggle that these kids have to go through, even just to get to school. Like, let's not even talk about the educational system. That you can go on and on about forever. Just getting to school, it's a rough neighborhood. So the fact that these kids were there on a Saturday and with their families and participating, Marvel built a little mini library and donated. Captain America showed up. It was really awesome. So the reason I say all this is because I encourage everyone to donate your books, get kids reading, give to your local free little library and help the cause.
That's all.
That's all. I just wanted to contribute to the.
That's a great
to
reason
the,
not
to the
to
voice.
go. Not to go.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, that was
ultimately,
a
at the end of the
great
day.
reason. No, seriously.
Yeah.
A way less important PSA is that DuckTales on Disney Channel is so good.
Oh my God. I love it.
We had watched a few episodes when it first came out.
We watched like the first episode, basically.
We
and
watched
second
the
one.
movie one and then the
Yeah.
first episode, and then after this I was like, oh man, I'm really like embarrassed that I'm meeting them, and like I really haven't watched a lot of DuckTales, so we've been watching it and we just are like loving life. It's so good.
It's so well written, you guys. It's well written. It's well acted. All the voice actors, obviously. I mean, John Raphael, and it's so funny. It's so funny, and it's well animated. It's cool to look at.
Yeah, it's a cool
it's
style.
reminiscent of the old DuckTales, but it has a completely new flair. But it pays homage while being fresh and new, and it's great. I love it. I highly recommend you watch
If you
it.
haven't seen the original, it's going to be like completely fresh.
Don't
to
watch
you.
the original. It's gonna be dated.
Because like there's a lot of things that are happening that Leo's like, oh, this guy's gonna be this guy soon,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I was
like-
watching Chip and Dale Rescue
I look
Rescue
at Sarah, I'm
Rangers.
like, do you even ducktail?
And I
she
said,
goes, no,
no.
I rescue Ranger.
Yeah, like I watched like so much Rescue Rangers,
Yeah.
and I really
Rescue
didn't
Ranger.
watch.
Also,
a lot of
Darkwing
DuckTales.
Duck is in the series,
Yeah,
and he's my bizoy.
so it's new for me. Like I know the main characters, and like I famously at Disneyland was like, what about those weird dog guys?
Oh my
And
God.
Leo's like the Beagle Boy.
But it's like our favorite. So whenever they come on screen, I'm like, hey, Sarah,
I love those weird dog guys.
those weird dog guys.
So I mean, it's fresh for me. So
and
yes.
and fun, right? You're enjoying
I
it.
love it.
Is there a place you can stream it, or you have to have Disney
You
Channel
it's on the
to
Disney.
watch?
Yeah, we watch it on the app, but we have a cable login, so I think you might need a cable login.
I don't know.
My roommates, they don't want Disney Channel.
I mean, I get it.
Sad.
It's like the kids' channel.
I know.
There might be
mostly.
another way. Check it out.
There's
Figure it
always
out.
another way.
So the other thing that happened this week is that Pixar Pier is opening next month, and so Disney announced that they're going to be doing an advanced preview party for Pixar Pier on June 22nd for the low price of $2.99.
What do you get for that?
To go into the park you already paid to go into?
Here are six
Rockin'
reasons.
price.
Here are 6 reasons why you should do this. Disney says, exclusive entry into Pixar Pier. After strolling down the red carpet, you'll be one of the first few to explore Pixar Pier, beginning at 3 p.m. So it's like a 3 p.m. to closing exclusive party. So it'll be pretty not a lot
Kind
of
of like
crowds.
the Halloween
After Dark,
party.
yeah, the Halloween party.
Disney After Dark, yeah.
Ride Pixar Pier attractions.
Not $2.99. $299.
Yeah, $300. Be one of the first to experience the Incredicoaster, as well as newly rethemed Pixar Pal Around, which is the name of the Ferris wheel now, and Midway Mania. Notice that they're only mentioning those 3 attractions. So it seems like Jesse's Carousel and the Inside Out attraction are not going to be ready for Pixar Pier's initial launch. Just so you know.
Okay.
Complimentary eats and treats. That's a big one because a lot of recent Disney events like
Interesting.
Disneyland After Dark, food has not been free. So
That's a big.
that's a big one,
departure,
actually.
yeah.
Complimentary eats and treats. Taste your way through Pixar Pier with a sample of one item from each place. This includes Poetry Palace, Angry Dogs, Jack Jack's, Cookie Num Nums, Senior Buzzes, Churros, and Adorable Snowman Frosted Treats, which, by the way, Adorable Snowman is already open. If you're in the parks now, you can go to Adorable Snowman. Yeah. It's where the old soft serve place used to be. They have like a lemon thing and the regular original chocolate vanilla swirl.
Oh, also, we can finally answer the question why the churros are not from Coco.
Because they made the decision for Pixar Pier before Coco was even out.
Yeah.
That was the reason. We found out.
Like Coco was, like the plans for this far
Predated
Coco.
Go.
Yep, we did
So we
find
got
that
Spanish
out.
buzz. We asked Pixar.
Cool.
We asked Pixar.
We,
were
like, went to Pixar,
we were like,
they were like, we
why
demand
is
to
this
know."
churro cart Senior Buzz? We asked.
And they were like, oh, here you go.
All things Pixar. Enjoy Pixar-themed entertainment, character encounters, fun photo locations, and more. You will be the first to shop for Pixar-specific merchandise. Memories to take home. You'll receive unlimited PhotoPass downloads, complimentary parking. So those are all the things you get if you pay,
You better get that for $300
the
bucks.
$300.
You better give me a free hot dog.
They give me a lot
to
of free
see
food.
Pixar Pier early.
I don't know.
You're gonna want to go
Because
to
what if it's really busy?
what that day?
What if a lot of people?
Well, they won't sell enough.
Well, they cut,
tickets.
they cut. It's
Oh,
only a certain
okay.
amount of tickets. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I don't think a lot of people.
I don't think it's gonna
The
sell
general
out.
public wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
This is like for extreme fans who want to have a quieter taste of things to
I have
come.
quieter taste, but I don't have
I don't
bigger
have-
pockets.
I don't have
No, I mean,
big-
Catherine points out a good thing about the churro cart also is that they set up these neighborhoods. There's 4 neighborhoods of Pixar Pier.
Mm-hmm.
It's Incredibles, Toy Story, Inside Out, and Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Right?
Monsters Inc.
Am I
yes.
crazy?
Yeah, no, that's one. Inside Out, Monsters Inc., Incredibles, and Toy Story.
Anyway, so Coco is not a neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's the other
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, yeah. But Pixar representation on that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for figuring that out.
Yeah, we've straight up
demanded.
asked about it.
And I really like your Coco shirt.
Thanks. I got this at Pixar.
It's also a Toy Story shirt.
Oh, it is. It's I
See
know.
it?
I see
Yeah.
it. It is.
Oh.
You both have hairs all like. I feel like
So
you've been,
Sorry.
you've been
I love my dog.
traveling and pasta.
I'm excited to see Pixar Pier. Not excited enough to spend $300, but I am eager to go on the Incredicoaster.
I could not wait to go on the credit coaster.
And I don't even like going on Screamin'. I kind of have anxiety about going on it
It's
again.
just you got to go on the refresh.
Yeah.
I love Screamin'. It was one of my favorite rides.
Imagine the price to see Star Wars Land early, says Maddie F. Yeah, I wonder if they'll do this.
Oh.
That's all. This whole time, it's all I've been
Speaking
thinking.
of Star Wars, they announced today that the Star Wars Celebration will be in Chicago in 2019. So, buy your tickets to Chicago. Get ready for a trip if you want to go to that fun
Never
little
making it
thing.
easy.
No, I
Yes,
literally
I'm going
thought
to
they were
Chicago.
coming back to Anaheim this year. I was like, oh, yes, I think they're going to come back to Anaheim next time. Great, I can go. And then they put it in Chicago. It's fine. At least it's not in London like last time.
I'll allow it.
Well, no, were you just saying that you wish it were here again?
Yeah.
No, I was like nervous it was going to be here again.
Oh, really?
Because I was telling you about this right before we went to Japan. I was like, everyone's nervous that if they do Star Wars Celebration the same summer that Galaxy's Edge opens, it would just like everything would explode. Like there would be no parking, like no hotel rooms, like no, like it would hit capacity every day at the parks. It would just be like, but everyone was like, Disney's obviously going to do that because like why wouldn't they want Star Wars Celebration at the same time as Galaxy's Edge?
Right.
I don't know. I'm relieved.
They got to keep that Star Wars hype high, you know?
I'm so nervous about Star Wars Land, guys.
I think I'm just worried it's gonna make Disneyland unbearable.
Someone at Pixar asked us, someone who works at Pixar was like, so when Galaxy's Edge opens, are you guys just not going to go to Disneyland for 5 years? We're like, we're real worried about it. We're real worried about it. It's going to change the experience for sure. I mean, do they have a contingency plan? Like, what is the deal? Are we just going to have to struggle through hordes of people just plowing and cramming into the theme park?
I mean, I'm just trying. The closest thing to this happening, I think, is when Harry Potter, the magical world of Harry Potter.
But that died out pretty
But that
quick.
it did.
Yeah.
But
Disneyland is already
it is
packed.
already packed, and I feel like it's gotten so much more packed. Like
Yeah,
there's
dude,
been this
Disney's
new
been so
resurgence
hyped.
of Disney, like of Disney park fandom.
You're welcome.
For an older generation that has come back in like the last
You're
4 or
welcome.
5 years. Yes, these two.
I take the credit.
I helped. I'm helping.
And so it's but this is why I'm frustrated. This annoys me, but it makes me happy too, because this is why they're raising the ticket prices so much. This is it's just becoming so crowded and
Right.
they can't manage it. And
They're
the only
raising
way
prices to keep people out.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it. And it's really sad for me for like young kids and families who now can't afford to go and have the experience that we were able to have when we were kids because they just can't afford it. Like not let alone like traveling to Disneyland or California or Florida, but then the hotels on top of the food, on top of all of that, it makes me really sad.
Yeah, and if you want to experience Pixar Pier privately, your best bet is to wait for Star Wars Land. Mm-hmm. No one will be at DCA.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it
gonna
seems
be
like
it's gonna be an interesting time.
Monsters is not the fourth neighborhood. It's not explicit in any of the press, but it's like it seems like Mickey's Fun Wheel is the
Pixar
fourth
Pals.
neighborhood. It's like like the Pals section.
That's everyone else land.
Pixar Pal around. Yeah.
I'm helping.
Well, I'm gonna go to Disneyland on Sunday this weekend.
I think I might too.
Oh. Well,
This Sunday?
say hey.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, well, we don't have
Dylan and I are
the
going.
gem thing. It got moved.
I know.
So maybe I'll go too. But I'm doing Ren Fair on Saturday, so if you guys are watching or listening, go to the Ren Fair this Saturday.
I've been
the
there, done
19th.
that.
I know you already went.
It was so much fun.
I know. It built up my hype. That's my.
Do you have
that's my
do you
Galaxy's
have an
Edge.
outfit?
Girl, you know how many cummerbund wearing pirates I've dressed as?
I understand that, but you gotta. This is a whole nother thing. Are you
combining all of them.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm making
what are
a
you
new
doing? Are
pirate.
you going cosplay?
It's
or
gonna
are you
be.
going? What are you
it's
doing?
gonna be
What are you
like.
doing?
It's gonna be like 70% Hook, 65% Hook, and then the difference is just gonna be split between random pirate stuff that I have.
You're gonna be so
No
hot
trench coat.
as in temperature.
No trench coat. Open chest, rolled up sleeves, no hook in my hand.
Okay.
Just like the red vest and the black shirt and the guy liner and the earring, and then everything else is kind of like.
It's so
hodgepodge. Yeah.
I fell in love with Ren Fair this year, and I can't wait to.
Last
go
year
back
was the
again.
last time I will ever do hook at the Ren Fair ever again.
Yeah, I went with
was
somebody
just
who had a leather
pouring.
jacket on
Pouring
when I went
sweat.
a couple weeks ago, and he was having a rough time.
Yeah, I'm excited though. So hopefully I get to see some of you guys there. I love the Ren Fair. Sarah's not going with me. She's a normal person.
I'm going to a crawfish boil instead.
Oh, you're going to the crawfish boil, or as I called it, the whitest thing I had ever seen.
It was. Leo was like, "This is some white people stuff."
I was like, everyone's wearing khaki shorts
Everyone's
and loafers
wearing
and
polos
boiling
and
and
boiling
Oh my
crawfish.
God.
It was so funny.
Sarah, can you just like take pictures for us and put it on your
The
story?
thing is, a crawfish boil is inherently a not white
I
thing.
know.
But
The way it was done, it was so funny.
Tony, what the fuck is that? It's
Hey, Tony.
okay. It's when you just boil a
Read
bunch
a
of
book.
crawfish. You have it's like a barbecue, but like you're boiling crawfish.
Right.
And so it's like my family.
Southern thing.
But they bring like a bucket full of live crawfish to cook.
Do they all scream when you boil them?
Yeah, they do.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
So they're
bring-
not actually screaming.
They import them. It's the air
It's the
exiting
air
their shells.
exiting their shells.
They import them
from the pressure
from
of the hot water,
Louisiana.
which is even worse, by the way.
They import them from Louisiana.
Yeah. But that's what
Very
makes it so
authentic.
funny. It's like a lot of people in the suburbs importing crawfish from Louisiana to have like.
Everyone picks one that doesn't get. Well, it gets killed later probably, and we race them.
You're not gonna die. You're gonna race for me,
and then
and then I'm gonna kill you.
and then I'll decide.
Oh my! If you prove yourself worthy enough.
do all kinds of weird crawfish things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, Sunday maybe Disneyland. You guys
Yeah.
come
Sunday
say hi.
Disneyland.
Come say hi to
we'll
us.
be at
Yeah, yeah,
Disneyland.
yeah.
I want to wear all my new stuff I got from Pixar
right.
and Tokyo.
Girl.
We went to Pixar.
We went to. Are we there now? Are we that part of the show? Oh yeah. So
We got
went to-
5 minutes.
We went to Pixar this weekend to celebrate.
Last weekend.
This past weekend, to celebrate Incredibles Day, to celebrate Incredibles 2 at the actual Pixar campus.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was. I feel very honored to have been invited to that. Essentially, what they did was they decked out the Pixar campus Incredibles 2 themed, and they set up this day for us to do obstacle. We were divided up into teams.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Does Pixar campus have a pool?
Yes.
Okay. That I was like.
They also
where
have
the heck
a
are they?
beach volleyball court, sand beach volleyball court,
Wow.
a basketball court,
Fitness center.
fitness center,
it's
an
Disneyland.
exterior amphitheater.
Okay.
It's freaking Pixar.
Calm
dude.
down, Pixar.
It was
Stop
crazy.
showing off.
And then we got to do a series of like challenges, obstacle courses, games. We got to see 30 minutes of the movie, which we can't talk about.
We also saw Bao.
We saw
can't talk
we
about
saw
it.
Bao in its entirety, but we can't talk about that. Private screening.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
I wanted to say it because it sounds cool. Yeah, we got a whole theater to ourselves. It was so awesome. And we hung out with our friend Nick Patera, which some of you might know from YouTube. It was great. Tracy Hines
I
was
was
there
gonna
with
say
us.
Tracy was there. So.
Brian Hull, the mighty
Karis.
voice actor. Karis, yes, who just announced that she's having a baby. Good for her. The Disney fam is expanding even more.
My goodness.
So it was a really, really awesome day. A lot of family bloggers and Instagrammers and YouTubers were there as well. A lot of international YouTubers, which was really cool. It was a really fun day, and it was especially fun because my team won. We're the best.
Oh, I
We the best! And guess why we won? Because we got 100% on the trivia. We were the only team to get 100% on the trivia.
Leo, leave
we
her
were
alone.
the only team.
leave her alone.
You know what?
To get
If we had
100%
won
on
the
the
first thing,
trivia.
we would have gotten 10 points ahead, and then we would have been tied. I figured it out. I figured out the points.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
So it wasn't just because of the trivia.
No one likes
We
the
also won
gloater.
all of the physical challenges too.
No, you didn't. You lost the
We lost,
water one.
but not to you.
No, but my team won the water
Leo!
one. My team won the water one.
No, we wanted to give back to the community. It was a lot of fun. There was a
Sarah
hamster
just say,
ball
well,
one.
I met David Tennant.
That's true. She, did.
So-
All right, she wins there. Yeah, it was a cool win. But mostly it was just a fun day.
I made some stupid mistakes. I thought I was like
It was just for fun.
one of the questions.
We had kids riding tricycles. It wasn't
One of the
serious.
questions was like, what year did Pixar Studios open?
Oh, yeah, you blew
And
that
I was
one
like,
big time.
I was like, is it 1982? Is it 1986? Is it 1982? Or is it 1986? We went with 82.
We knew that their first animated film was in 1994, 5.
5.
So yeah, so we were like, well, 1991 is too soon for their first feature.
Yeah, it was definitely not the 90s. Their
So,
first,
but
one of their
82
first
was
cartoons
too-
came out in 88.
Yeah, but 82 was like way too long. So we were like, all right, 86.
I know, 82 was too long.
But it was cool. By the way, if you guys want to see videos of that, we have vlogs from the day that we'll be uploading soon. But if you go to our Instagrams, mine is Mr. Leo Zombie, I actually made a highlight of it. So you can click on the highlight. It says Incredibles, and you can walk through all of the different footage that I uploaded. You can see the challenges. You can see me laughing in Sarah's face. It's really great. I had fun. It was cool. It was fun, right? It was fun. Thanks.
If it was like us, like mano-y-mano, you versus Sarah,
In trivia?
any type of trivia
would
competition,
win.
she would kick your
Okay,
butt.
depends.
I thought you were
depends.
going to ask. I was
It
like,
depends. If
No,
it's trivia,
no. I
if
don't
it's-
need to ask.
because
That's a
if it's-
stupid question.
Because
I don't
if
like
it's
to ask
trivia
stupid
about Aladdin, I stand a chance.
It's true.
That's it.
But not if it's like about the animators
Extended
and stuff.
trivia is where you shine. No, but you are the superior Disney fan. I don't.
Oh,
don't
don't
even-
zoom in on Sarah. She already asked you.
No,
not
it's
to.
okay. It's
I don't.
okay.
I don't claim to know more than Sarah. I know that next to Skylar, she is the top Disney info person.
Well, Skylar knows way more than I do about like stuff that's happening now.
He's industry guy. Yeah, he
He's
knows.
in it.
I'm like in the content is where I know a lot of stuff, but Sarah still beats me there. Luckily, now my knowledge is relevant now that I know Marvel and Star Wars. But I got lucky on that one. But United, we know quite a bit, and we have fun. Yeah, and then so that was cool. And then also, oh, by the way, guys, I do want to say Incredibles 2.
What is that face?
I'm like really disturbed that I'm sitting next to you right now. I'm just like, don't even want to.
Delicious.
Stop biting your lip like that.
Please stop. I'm very uncomfortable.
So
Leo.
good. Incredible.
Please,
It did look
Leo,
really good.
please
Yeah,
stop.
it tasted good.
And then we watched Incredibles last night. We watched the first one, and we were like, this looks bad.
We forgot how bad it looked. The memory looked like Incredibles 2.
It didn't look bad all the time, but that one scene of
Some
Helen
are
in the
seen-
kitchen,
some scenes
we were
are-
like, this looks unfinished.
Yeah, it's not
crazy.
fully rendered. Yeah, you can subscribe to our YouTube channels, by the way. Some people in the chat are talking about it.
Zoom in on Leo.
Mr. Leo Zombie.
If you
Oh.
subscribe to Leo's, you can see a fun video we did a couple.
Yeah, that's right. We
yeah.
talked about it on the show. Our Star Wars lightsaber choreography fight scene is on my YouTube channel. You guys should definitely go watch that right now. Give me some views.
Check it out.
Just go to YouTube, Mr. Leo Zombie, Mr. Leo Zombie, and check it out and tell us what you think. I also just recently uploaded the oh my gosh, Dreaming Up parade from Tokyo, and Sarah uploaded the first vlog. I will be uploading more vlogs. There's so much content that'll be coming soon, so it's worth subscribing if you like just everything
They've
Disney.
been traveling for so much, but
So
now
much
they're just gonna
traveling.
like lock themselves.
I
in
did
their
a
editing
vlog for
room.
FanFest. I did a vlog at Pixar.
Right.
I literally
I
have
didn't
at
do a vlog-
least 5 more videos.
Yeah, I have
Tokyo.
Yeah, I got way more Tokyo videos. We've got FanFest. Also, today I was at Industrial Light and Magic, Lucasfilm, and I got a private tour. If you go to my Instagram, I made highlights for that. So if you go to my profile page, click highlights, click ILM, and you'll see a tour. Industrial Light and Magic was created for Star Wars. They made the first Star Wars movie, stayed as a production company, and basically worked on every special effects movie ever since. All the Avengers movies they've worked on, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, E.T., Star Wars, Star Trek, every movie from like the 80s and 90s, every movie recent. Like, I have a picture next to the house from Lemony Snicket. I mean, insane, incredible stuff, guys. Go check that out as well. We've been on a tear traveling lately. So much stuff, so much content coming, and we appreciate all of you consuming it. Thanks for supporting us. Really, really do appreciate it wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Is
What else,
that it?
guys? Yeah, it was kind of a light news week. Yeah. I don't know why, but it was. And
Because everyone was busy doing marketing.
it's true.
Solo comes out next week.
Solo does come out.
I'm stoked for that too.
Yeah, a lot of people saw it already, including Disney Film Facts.
Coming back, good reviews.
Great reviews coming back. A lot of people are like, no one should have been worried this whole time. Like, it's great.
Obviously.
Ron Howard handled it.
Yeah, Ron Howard, please take over for Ryan Johnson next.
I'd be fine with that.
I would
Honestly,
agree. That's a
honestly.
great idea.
I like Howard Johnson.
Ron
Ron
Howard.
Johnson.
Can't believe I just said that. Ron Howard, Hojo. I just said a hotels.
I love
Hotel
Howard
chain.
Johnson.
Me too. Ron Howard. I think he's fun. I know that he's known for hitting and missing, but when he hits so well. And when he misses like balanced. So it's fine. Anyway. All right, Sarah, close us out. Take us out of here.
Thanks for watching Disney News Weekly. You can follow the Popcorn Talk on Twitter at the Popcorn Talk or on
This is
YouTube
so
at
odd.
Popcorn Talk Network. My name's Sarah or Suze. You can find me on Twitter at @SarahSterling_ or on Instagram at Sarah G. Sterling. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, I'm Leo Camacho. You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Leo Zombie and on YouTube at Mr. Leo Zombie and on Twitter at Leo Zombie with no Mr. Easy.
And I'm Keetin Marchi, and you guys can follow me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hold on to your butts.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners and principals.